Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy, Villainous. You know what time it is. So, this is the first ever Argue With Me. You know what I mean? Here's my statement. Sugar's a good dude.
Boss up, we get up, we chasing our goals. Boss up, we going, create and promote. Boss up, we know what we doing it for. Now we make a difference in the world's many souls.
Frank Castle said, good dude ordering the hit on Biggie. Good dude ran someone over and is in prison. Cowards run people over. Get out and swing the motherfucking hands. Alright, I had the motherfucking in there, but you know what I'm saying. Do you know what really happened? I bet you didn't investigate that, my guy. Now, I can't blame you, man. The media just talks a whole bunch of mess. Here's the thing, though. What really happened in that situation is the person he ran over was an accident because he was trying to get away from 4 people jumping him. What people don't realize is he just got out of the hospital because he had some strokes and some more shit. So his head was having some serious health problems. And so he was trying to get out of there while he was being attacked by 4 people. You know the cat from Training Day, actually? Not Denzel, but you know the cat that pulled the pistol on Denzel in the hood? I forget his name. But him and 4 other Bloods were jumping Suge Knight. Well, Suge Knight was in his car trying to get away, trying to meet and squash some beefs between Dre and all them because he wanted to work it out around the film they're making. Then he accidentally runs it over trying to get away from this assault. Unfortunately, he's a big black man. So when you see a big black man trying to escape, then the people make him a violent person for trying to protect his life. Though he had been in and out of the hospital, though he'd been sick, though he's aging, he's not a young dude anymore. You know what I mean? We forget because remember in our prime when we were kids, we remember like they were peers, but they're much older than us, you feel me? So it is what it is. But yeah, that's like kind of my rebuttal to that is I don't think that was on him. As far as the hit on Biggie, bruh. Can I get some receipts? Because I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. You know what I mean? That's what people want to think happened. But Biggie already knew he had some blowback coming. And he said that early on in his career. Facebook user Justin says,
He said on live TV that if he had killed E, then he would have just used a needle infected with the disease and that it would be easy.
You mean a pun like Easy-E? I don't know if they said that. I didn't look that up. I probably should look that up. I didn't really care to look it up. People say outlandish shit to motherfuckers they do not like after they pass. Everybody's like, real niggas don't do that. That's bullshit. Yeah, they do. All the time. Real niggas do it all the time. Stop playing. Stop playing. You know what I mean? You want to make us something different than what we are. I mean, real niggas just real. They're real about what they do and they own their shit. You know what I mean? Fake niggas do it too. Don't get twisted. But hey, man, that's a whole different conversation. But so, I don't really think that was a thing. I mean, I think it was pretty well documented that Eazy-E was going bareback on a lot of women pre the existence of PrEP, which everybody should get on especially if you're like trying to live it up and you're not using protection. Even if you are using protection, just get on PrEP and kill HIV. Make sure it does not pop up anymore. You know what I mean? But you know, he was holding himself out, slanging his dick everywhere. So the likelihood of it being Suge Knight versus being the outcome of Eazy-E's interactions and the way he lives his life is just pretty slim, to be honest with you. I think it was just a way to disrespect Eazy-E after he was dead. Does it make him a bad dude? Nah, not really, not to me. I mean, Eazy-E was kind of shady. Eazy-E wasn't the most reliable, trustworthy, honest character. Ask his wife. Yeah. Facebook user Calvin says, dude got a body on tape. He let Pac get involved with gangsters that ultimately led to his death. I don't know if he would be considered a good dude. Got one like on that one. Who liked it? Ooh, shit. Someone liked it. Well, damn, I thought Pac was a grown-ass motherfucking man. Like, I'm serious, though. I mean, I love Pac. Don't get me twisted, but like, the reality is he made his own decisions and he was involved with gang members because it behooved him. You know what I mean? It was beneficial because he wanted to be involved with the streets because his mom was a Panther and they were lumping proletariat, meaning there was a lot of gang members around. You know what I mean? A lot of his family members were gang members. So he had respect for people from the streets. So that's why he was involved with that. It wasn't Suge needing to cater to him or like needing to take care of him like he's a child. Dude isn't a child. You know what I mean? In fact, Suge bailed him out like a $1 million bail. So like that was kind of a thing. Happened with Baby Lanes is pretty clear. You know what I mean? He was trying to show out for the cats he wanted to be down with. made that first swing. Baby Lanes remembered it. Baby Lanes came back and killed him. Like, people know this by now. It wasn't really just giant conspiracy. It wasn't Biggie Smalls. It wasn't Puffy. It was just life being life, man. You make decisions, and sometimes there's consequences that end your life. You know what I mean? And it was a tragedy for sure. But like, this is what it is, man. You can't, like, we don't want to make it something else. We can't put it on Suge. Suge almost died too. Suge was sitting right there, and they were trying to kill Suge as well. Suge just didn't. You know what I mean? Pac caught the bullets because he was more famous, because he was the, you know, that would damage the whole death row the hardest, and Baby Lanes knew that, and Baby Lanes aimed at Pac. It wasn't Suge's fault. That's not on Suge, you know. We're grown as adults, and I feel like we need to take responsibility for our actions. Like, if I'm riding for my niggas and on some ego shit, especially, you know what I mean, but riding for my niggas and some shit happens, a blowback, whether it's on some ego shit or I'm like on some solid shit, like, bro, nah, I got you. You know what I mean? I gotta deal with my consequences. This is what it is. Thomas Lawler said, "Who gives a fuck about Suge Knight? Why you even talking about him? He's irrelevant and always will be. This ain't 1995 and he ain't shit but an inmate in protective custody because he can't even be in the general population because they'll kill his fucking ass. Cali has got no love for him in the prison system. Trust me, homies out here gunning for Suge." Okay. So there definitely hella motherfuckers that got love for Suge in the prison system. There is definitely hella motherfuckers that want to kill Suge in the prison system. I've been to Cali prisons, and I'm not Suge Knight, but I also, like, you know, talk to people. Bloods and Crips alike, you feel me, when I was doing time in Victorville. He'll have allies just like he'll have enemies. And that's just what it is, bro. Like, as far as him being irrelevant, I don't know. I don't think he is. I think he is forever cemented in the legacy of hip-hop. I think he also forever cemented legacy of how big black niggas get a bad rap. I think that's kind of where I'm going with this video, really, is I want to talk about what it is to be a big black nigga. I'm the same side of the shit. You know what I mean? Facts. Like, it just is what it is. And the way the world treats you is a specific way. And you can choose if you want to use your cards wisely or stupidly. But I think he would make the best decision he could. And if you actually listen to any of his interviews, you might be surprised at how intelligent that brother actually was. Arche Gabriel, Facebook user, says, "As good as doomed forever. You know how many lives he has destroyed, our outright fake taken. He has been one of the most evil men to have ever fought to fake condition life in that failed direction. Definitely don't feel sorry for men like this when this ends shortly. You can fake fact check all you want. Definitely gonna change than absolute fact." I don't know what he was trying to say there. It's doomed forever. I think he's on some Christian shit. So we all doomed forever pretty much, and climate change and all, you know, if we don't really like start shifting it and actually focus on some real problems instead of, you know, Facebook, we pretty much screwed. So but as far as like some Christian hell shit, well, we are living in the hell that you are worried about right now. So I don't know. And being an evil dude, okay, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. I just don't think that's the real thing. I just don't think it's happening. Austin Mowgli Ruse says, "I'm not gonna argue about it, but you're wrong." Okay. Well, evidence. I don't know. Damon says, "Go be your celly, get back at me when you're out." For real, we're probably having big ass feasts. You probably have big ass spreads. He's gonna have a little bit of bread on his books, you know what I mean? Even for him being broke, he's not broke compared to motherfuckers in prison. So it might be hella chill. We like have a hella commissary, you know what I mean? Play some spades, some bones. You know, prison sucks. It really does. It's horrible. Fuck prisons. I'm prison abolitionists actually, so you need to like actually stop it. But, you know, if I'm stuck in a cell, shit wouldn't be the worst celly. Wouldn't be. I'll say this again. Nigga, I'm the same size as that nigga. He ain't intimidating to me. We look eye to eye, bro. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not really worried about it. But I don't even think he'd be a jerk. For real, for real. He just an old dude trying to get by. Yeah. Facebook user Andrew Overall. Okay, overalls. said, Denmark VC, no, he would have you call all your people to put money on your books and take half or fuck you up or literally fuck you just for the fun of it. No, he really wouldn't. I wouldn't, not worthy he would even try that. If anybody tried that, just like probably stab them or hit him with a lock in a sock. I prefer lock in the socks, you know what I mean? Because all you do is put a lock in a sock and you swing it around, you smack him in the fucking forehead, and you cause concussions, and bleed everywhere. So, might die. Not too worried about it. I've been to prison, bro. Now, here's the thing. I pretty much figured out over the conversation and the responses. I might put them all up here, but he'd probably do it to you. The first thing you put out there is that he's gonna jack you for your shit and run up all up in you, man. I mean, I don't know, man. That's the energy you're putting out there, brother. You white dude too. You don't gotta worry about Suge Knight. You gotta worry about the Aryan Brotherhood. Mm-hmm. You know how they get down if you don't shave your head. You do shave your head, you gotta worry about us.
Daphne says, Denmark VZ, his hit and run incident is one example. I can't say this is a fact, but I think he's behind Pac's death. I heard a story about him beating one of his employees, making them drink piss, generally just humiliating and treating people like shit. I can't say this has all happened for sure, except for the hit and run, but these are the stories other people have told about him. Anyone who was a good person wouldn't have stories to this degree circulating about them. It's not like I can have factual evidence. I don't know the guy. I know Corrupt did an interview about him and he had some wild ass stories.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of those stories. Here's the thing. Those generally aren't from reliable sources. People have interests of why they want to smear Suge Knight. You know what I mean? Like Corrupt's a Crip. Suge Knight's a Blood. There might be some tension there. I don't know that politic. I'm not sure. I'm not from LA. I have no clue. But I do know that a lot of people who are sensitive about him had been stealing from him, have been doing a lot of funny shit, and resulted in violence and retaliation. That's some street shit. We don't sue motherfuckers. We beat their ass and get our money back. That's just what it is. It doesn't make you a bad dude. It just makes you have a certain type of politic. And if you're gonna fuck with people that have that politic, you gotta understand you're fucking with that world. If you wanna fuck with people that will sue you, go fuck with some white folks. Go fuck with some bougie folks. Go fuck with some academics. But if you coming around in the streets and fucking with street niggas, you gotta realize that you have held to street interactions. And people don't use the law because the law isn't on our side. It costs money, it functions, we'll just come and confront you ourselves and handle our own business. So, I don't necessarily believe all these stories that told about him. And like I said earlier about the car incident, he was just trying to get away. In the end of the day. I'm not really gonna say nothing fucked up happened or he was really a good dude. I know that there were interviews with his family and the women in his family were saying a lot of good things about him. I realized that also what it's like to be a big black man. I know what that feels like. I know how people portray you. I know how people set you to be the enemy or the villain in the story. I know how the stories spread about you. You ask, do you think that people who could be a good person or decent person have all those stories spread about them? You hear the story spread about me, right? Because I handle my own business and I'm a big dude. It gets spread all the time. You know what I mean? There's some people do some foul shit to my family. I wouldn't touch them up, but I'm the villain. You know what I mean? This is how that goes. Every time someone try to murder me, but I'm the bad guy. That's how society treats big black niggas. You know what I mean? And we just run with it. But how many big black fathers were murdered by police because of that assumption? How much violence do you see because of that assumption towards big black niggas? Big black men. Especially if they're poor. Especially if they're hood. Now, Suge wasn't poor at the time. Don't get me twisted, but he came from a poor background, so that's to be clear. But I think we need to think about what we assume in society. Because we're fed narratives from when we're a child. The big black anything is a bad guy, right? But what if they're not? What if they're the good guy? What if you trust the bad guy as they come in shining robes, blonde hair, and blue eyes? It's a real question. See, this video wasn't really about Suge Knight. The message was about what it is to be big and black. That once you're a big black nigga, anything anybody says about you is automatically true, and you're automatically the bad guy. You're automatically not to be trusted. You're automatically the person who is going to bring the problems and the violence, despite what the actual facts say. Even when people know the actual facts. Because they'd rather believe those narratives than believe the truth. Because the truth doesn't fit what they've been fed. And this cognitive dissonance, we all know about that. We all know how that if it doesn't fit our already existing beliefs, how people want to shift reality to fit it. We need to challenge that, though. Right now, we see Suge Knight, based on all evidence, doing like mad time for something that he shouldn't be in prison for. Not because someone didn't die, but because the death was accidental. And the people who were responsible aren't the people who ran the person over, but the people who were trying to get away from. Now, to be clear, I don't want to see anybody incarcerated. Nobody. Because I'm a prison abolitionist. And we know that incarceration just makes things worse. It tears apart families. It also sits here and judges based off judges that should be judged. It sits here and traumatizes people and says it's somehow going to restore them to a better space. No healing is actually accomplished. And so many times things like this happen. Big black dude trying to escape from violence, instead goes to prison as a perpetrator. Now, I've had that happen to me. I mean, not to that level. Take some time, take some thoughts. Maybe leave a comment down on what you feel about this. Have you ever had your appearance use a weapon against you? Have you ever had your identity use a weapon against you? Leave that in the comments. Let me know. Let me know your experiences, man. Let's have a conversation. Let's build. You know what I mean? Because, you know, my videos ain't just about entertainment, though they're entertaining. This also about how to elevate our minds and our souls and our people. Leave a comment down below, sub, like, hit that motherfucking bell. I mean, smash that thing. And also you can find me on Instagram, on Twitter, and SoundCloud at villainous_music. All right, I love y'all. Deuces.